Welcome! My name is Debbie and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord, and I have another design team project for the Junk Journal studio today. And I've been working with a new collection that the studio has out, and it's called the Fall Collage and Cluster Mega Pack. And it's got 37 pages in it. And I think the premise of the kit is that you can make clusters and collage items with it. But there's so much more that you can do. I started making this little accordion book, and this is just from the papers. She has strips of papers in the kits, and in the kit, and this is from just the strips, and I did some little pockets and flips and different things here. I'm not near finished this, but I just having fun with it. And I made some clusters last time that we were together, and just simple clusters. It took me less than 20 minutes to make 12 clusters because all of the pieces are just she's got tickets, she's got focal elements, she's got background papers, and you just put them together and they just look good. So if you haven't had a chance to go see that video, take a look at that. And I turned one of them, I'm probably not quite finished yet, but I turned one of them into like a journal topper. And I think I'm going to use that in some form on my accordion journal here, which we're going to keep on working with, but doing some different elements with it to put into here. So I'm going to do some more collage and clusters, but I'm going to do some smaller ones that will fit on some of the pockets and stuff. So I'll probably do that next time, or I might even do that one off camera, and we'll see how that goes. But today I have something really neat for you. And this is 2 pages that coordinate with the kit. And there's circles, half circles, and a whole bunch of different elements, focal points, postcards, labels, sentiments, all kinds of goodies here. And the best part is, if you stay till the end, I'll tell you how you can get these 2 pages for free. So I'm going to make 2 different types of paper clips today. So the first one I'm going to make, I'm going to take, let me see here, I'm going to cut out one small circle. The circles are 2 inches and 3 inches. So unfortunately I don't have a punch that is 2 inches or 3 inches, so I'm just cutting out by hand. But I'm just going to show you a couple of tricks to cut these out by hand. So for the half circle, of course this part is really easy to cut. And then if you've never done circles or fussy cutting before, you maybe haven't kind of seen this, maybe you've seen it 100 times, but when you're cutting, you keep your scissor in one place and you move your paper. And just keep doing that, and it gives you a really nice smooth edge. It's really nice for circles. So just leave your scissor in one spot and turn the paper, and you get a really nice finish on your edge there. So that's one little trick. And then for the paper clips, I actually need 2 circles. So I'm going to, I have just this little bit of this autumn paper left from a paper pad I got a few years ago probably. And I'm just going to take a page out of here, and I'm going to cut out 2 circles at once because I want a circle on this and a circle on this. If you have a circle punch in 2-inch size, then you don't need this tip at all, but I don't. So I'm just going to staple on the white part of this circle, and then I'm going to do the same method as before. I'm going to move just the paper, not the scissor. See how my scissor is staying mostly just straight there? And I'm just moving my paper. So you're holding the scissor in your dominant hand and you're just moving the paper with your other hand into the circle blade. And there we have not one circle, but two circles, and they match. So for this first paper clip, these circles are 2 inches, and this paper clip, this is the jumbo paper clip size, the jumbo paper clips, and these ones are 2 inches as well. So that works perfectly for this project. So I'm going to just put a tiny bit of ink on the outside of these circles here. This one I probably don't even need because it's a little darker, but you might see a little bit of the white edge, so I'd like to ink that as well, and I'll ink my pocket here as well. And then I'm going to glue my pocket onto my circle, and I'm going to make it into a pocket. So I'm just going to glue around these edges here to make that into a pocket. Get that even here. There's my pocket, and then I've got all kinds of little bits and pieces that I can cut out on these pages to put into my pocket. So let's see what we might like here. Might like maybe just a little miniature postcard. That might look cute. That will look cute in there. These are just such cute little images. Sorry for that squeal. Such cute images in this size especially. So there's a little postcard. Isn't that cute? And how about if we have, I don't know, are these little mushrooms going to fit? Let's check. Yes, I think that would be perfect. So I'll just ink a little bit around those edges. And there we go. Isn't that cute? And then there's different little sentiments that you can put on as well. So I have noted, which is quite dark. I don't know how that one will look here. Let's see. Well, it might show up. So I could put noted. I like that actually. We have this small delightful as well. Let's see how that looks on here. This kit is designed so that pretty much everything goes with everything. So that looks cute too. Which one do you think? I think I'm actually going to go with the noted this time. Well, oh. Okay, I'm going to go with the delightful. Everything goes with everything, which is really, it makes our job so much easier that way. So I'm going to glue that on. Delightful. There we go. And then I'm going to take my backing and I'm going to put my paper clip on, and I usually like to have the side that is not covered be the biggest side, because that gives us more room to clip it on the page or whatever, and the smaller side is kind of the side that's sandwiched in between. So I'm just going to take these and glue these two pieces together. So I'll just put quite a bit of glue on the outside here so that it sticks right to the outside. And then I want this to be right side up. So let's see where my paper clip is. I want that to be I think that's about right. Yep. And I'll just hold that on a couple places until it's nice and stuck. And then because it's hand cut and I didn't match it up exactly how I cut it, it might just have a little bit peeking out here or there that you could trim off, or there's a lot here for some reason, that you could trim off or just ink a little bit. And just give that a little bit of an ink. And there we have a really cute little paper clip. So here's just a little piece of card, and there we have a paper clip. Really cute. So you can, and the pockets are nice and tight that, you know, nothing falls out of them. So you can make all of these images into these cute little paper clips, and you can use the larger circles as well. Should we do a large circle? Sure, let's do one more. And then I'm going to show you a different way of doing paper clips as well. So we'll do a large circle. So again, I'm going to take my backing paper here and my stapler. And I'm just going to staple it on the white edges. That just holds it while I'm cutting it. So then I just cut, turning the circle, not the scissors. Getting kind of off the lines here. Normally I would maybe take a little bit more time for this, but I'm trying to kind of do it a little quicker for the video. But it looks fine anyways. 2 circles, the same size. Put a bit of ink on this one. Really only need ink on half of it because I am going to put a pocket on this one as well. So how about this one for a pocket? Falling leaves, it says. That's perfect. And because I just need one of these, I'm just going to cut it out singly. So the straight part is easy to cut, and then the curve, you just want to take your time. Move the paper, not the scissor. There. I'm not much of a fussy cutter. I don't always enjoy fussy cutting, although I am starting to get a little more fond of it than I used to be. But it does make such interesting elements that I make myself do fussy cutting even when I don't want to sometimes, because it just makes such a difference in your projects. So just along that edge again, and we'll line it up at the bottom, wherever you decide the bottom is. Doesn't really matter. And then we need to glue it onto here. I can have that on the back, or I can have that on the back. I think I'll have the dark one again on the back. So I need another paper clip. And the paper clip, I want the big side to be on the dark, because that's the side that I want exposed in the end. And I'm going to put glue all the way around here. a little bit kind of inside the paper clip even. And right around the paper clip that holds the paper clip in place. Then I have this pointing up and this pointing up. Because these have pockets and then they're directional, you want the paper clip really right at the top. Otherwise your pocket's going to be a little sideways when you put it on. And then just give it a little press here and there. And there's a little bit of overhang there, which I don't mind. There's a little bit more here. Here you notice it more because it's white, obviously. So just give it a little bit of a trim. Again, if you use this circle punches, it would just be perfect and you wouldn't have to worry about that. But give it a little bit of an ink just to hide those white edges, especially on the side there. I think these are just so adorable. And then we can put a few things in our pocket. So this one is a little bigger. How about if we put this, these are sunflowers, not quite sunflowers. I'm not sure what these are. Some beautiful autumn colored flowers though. I just love these T-card looking elements that Michelle often puts in her kits. They just scream vintage and they're just beautiful. So, oh, I like that. And how about something else? Do we want another postcard? Maybe? Let's see. And the main kit that is in the Junk Journal Studio with 37 pages has so many images. There's images in the shapes of, I'll show you a couple of the images in a second. So there we have our cute little pocket, and we could put a little sentiment on there because it's writing, we don't have to. But I think I might put it anyways. I think that just finishes it off. So there we have our noted. And then if I grab my accordion booklet that I am working on, and we open it here, say we want a little paper clip on one of these pockets. Isn't that cute? And you can clip something onto there. You can put it at the top of one of these pages, so you can clip something there. And then the large one, put it at the top here, wherever you want. And it's a paper clip. You can put something here. You can put something, clip something on the other side, and then you've got your cute little elements in here as well. And you could put, you know, you could overstuff and put tons of little elements in there. It'll hold a lot. So I think those are really cute. So let me just show you a couple of the things from the kit, and then we'll make the second type of paper clip. So there's all of these tickets in all different fall colors and different sizes, little bitty ones. And I haven't printed everything and I haven't cut everything, so there's lots more than I'm showing you. And then she's got all of these fall leaves. So these would be pretty on these elements as well. Everything coordinates beautifully. And here's some of the images. So there's these little tea cards, there's little bitty ones, there's really bigger ones, much bigger ones, there's stamps, there's little like kind of advertisement type things like these, all different sizes. There's a portrait, there's a beautiful bird. So there's just tons and tons of these There's some more stamps. There's stamps in little tiny versions as well. So all sizes and shapes. So these would look great in any of those paperclip pockets as well. And then she's got all of these. There's just tons of these labels. So these labels, you can put them anywhere on your paper clips as well, or in, you know, anything in the journals. And then here is a bunch of labels, but with sort of vintage writing and different kind of advertisements. And again, they come in all different sizes and shapes, and so there's just so much in this kit. So, and the kit, right, well, I'm going to tell you at the end how you can get the kit for a significant discount, and also you can get these freebies. So I'm just going to show you first the other pocket, the other paper clip rather, that I want to show you. So I'm just going to grab, and there's papers in the kit as well. Not solid papers. I think they're just in the strips, but you could cut out the strips and glue them together, or use any kind of paper really. You could use just coffee dyed paper. I just have a few pages of this autumn I thought I would use up. So I'm going to make a different type of paper clips. So I think I'm going to have this side with the paper clip showing. So you want to fold in half with the side that you want, and you could do this with one-sided paper as well because only one side shows. So fold to the inside the part that you want to have to show, exactly in half. And these are 8x8 pads. So this works perfectly for this. You can use it with different sizes as well, but your folds will be slightly different. And then you may have seen this way of making paper clips. This is a little bit different than the original. I don't know if it was the original, but the one that I originally saw on Sparkbird Studios. And then lots of people did their takes on it. And this is, I think, just a little bit adapted from that. So many different ways to make paper clips. So just put on an 8x8, 4 or 5 different paper clips. This is just for our measuring right now. They don't have to be your final number, and it doesn't have to be your final position. So just put 4 paper clips along the top on the folded edge, and all of the large side of the paper clips on one side and all of the short parts on the other side. And then what we want to do is we want to take just the first layer and fold it up, and it will fold where those paper clips, where the bottom of those paper clips are. So I'll just use my bone folder a little bit. It's a bit bumpy because of the paper clips, but I'll show you what to do with that in a second. And then you flip it over, and then you fold up to the level of those paper clips, which is, that part of the paper clip is shorter, so that folds a little bit farther up, right? So then we have this with our 2 folds. Then we can take our paper clips off for now, and we can do our 2 folds and just make sure everything is nice and lined up at the edges. And you can give it a little crease now with your bone folder. And then we have just this little part here, and you can fold that over to meet that other edge. No measuring, no scoreboard required for this one. And just give that a bit of a press. And then what we can do is cut this into sections. And what I decided to do is grab my cutter here. I decided to do 1.5-inch sections. and one that's maybe a little bit longer or wider at the end. So I don't know if you can see this whole thing in here, but I'm just going to do cut 1.5 inch sections. Now I've got the cutter in a place where I thought you could see it, but I can't see it very well, so I have to just... So you should be able to get 4 1.5 inch sections, I believe. 3, 4, and then one will be a little bit wider, so you can leave it wider, or you can cut that to 1.5 as well. I'm going to leave it wider. So there's all our sections. So let's just take one of the smaller sections and fold it in half with the side that you want showing inside. And actually, if you want to ink, there's one place that you can ink at the beginning. If you pinch it like this, where we have it in half, this is the good side. And if you pinch it in half and there's one side that's bent up like this and one side that's a little bit farther down, on this part that's farther down, just give it a little bit of an ink, because this is going to be hard to ink afterwards. Okay, and then pinch it in half again. Put your paper clip in the middle, and now we want to make sure that it's in the middle-ish. And there's one side that goes 2 inches down and one side that goes just to the short part of the paper clip. So make sure you have it so that it bends like this, so that the paper clip, if you have the paper clip on backwards, this is not going to bend, and this will bend, but this is not going to bend. So make sure you get it on the right side. Oops, I put that back on there. I turned the paper clip around, but then I still did it on the wrong side. Okay, so that's my short side, and that's my long side. So then what I want to do is I want to put, I guess it doesn't really matter which side I start with. So where you have your small paper clip, the small end of the paper clip, just put some glue on the 4 sides, just around the edges. And you can put just a little bit in the middle as well if you want. And then flip this up. And then just press on the sides. And then we have yeah, that's right. Let me just take out my, this is exactly the same glue, but it's just comes out a little bit faster. This glue doesn't dry as quick as like art glitter glue. It works really well. It's, I think the strength is there, but it just doesn't glue as quickly. So, okay, and then we want to turn it over so the large part of the paper clip is showing, and we want to glue on this flap. And that flap will just go down onto the paper clip, onto the large side of the paper clip there. And then we can glue this big flap here. And put this one up, and that should meet exactly at the bottom there. And then we just give that a press for a couple of minutes. So while that one just dries for a couple of seconds, I want to show you another variation that you could do. So again, pinch it in the center with your good side facing in. Find the shorter side, so this is the shorter side here, and give that a little bit of ink. And then take a corner rounder and round those 2 corners. So we have this. And then if we pinch it again in the center, and we have our longer side, we can also round those corners. Okay, so now if we put it together, We have a rounded corner here, rounded corner there, rounded corner there. Then we can also round these top corners, although I think I'll leave those corners square. You could round them, but I think I'll just round these ones. This helps put the paper clip onto your project a little bit easier when it's rounded, I think. Okay, so then we want our paper clip on. So we open it up again, pinch it in the center, put the paper clip on, and it only goes on one way where you can still fold the paper back. Check where the large part of the paper clip is. If paper can fold back, then you're good. Okay, and then you can put some glue on where the short paper clip is, the short end of the paper clip. Hold that on for a second. And then glue your little flap on. And then glue this large flap on. These are really fun to make. They're quick and easy, and you can make them out of your leftover scrapbook paper and then decorate them with different things. They're just really fun to make. So let's go back to our first one here. And now I'm just going to ink all the edges. I'll probably ink again at the end after I embellish it, but okay. And then we can take some of the elements that we have from these freebie pages again. So I just had cut out, I actually cut this out twice, so here are some of the ones I cut out before. So we can put our owl here if we like, and we could put delightful or noted. I think noted kind of fits the owl image. So I'm going to ink around the owl here. I love this owl. I love so many of these images on here in this kit. So beautiful. So I'm just going to glue that to one side there, and then I'm going to glue the noted on the other side. This way or this way? This way, I think I like it. So let me just hold that for a second. He might stick up a tiny bit at the back. If that happens, you can just give it a trim and it's done, and then give it a little bit of an ink again. So there's one. And then this one we can ink around all of the edges again. And you can ink it on the back as well, because the back will show on these paper clips. And then what would we like here? So we can have those flowers. There's a mushroom with noted on that one, or delightful. You can have this little ticket thing. And then, no, that wouldn't fit. If you had the smaller noted, that would fit. Delightful, noted. I think I would like to use the delightful, so let me get that one on, because my other one said noted. So I'll put delightful on, and then we'll see what we want beside it. Oh, my glue's not gonna play well. I haven't been capping it in between here, so I guess that's my fault, not the glue's fault. There's delightful, so we could put mushrooms, a flower. Here's an autumn leaf with a little banner. That looks kind of cute. I think I'll use that one. I think I'll put that one on. I mean, all of them, they just coordinate so well that it doesn't really matter You know, you could just close your eyes and pick one, really, and they would look good. So, and I'm just using the freebies in this project. If you have the kit, you have so many more options to do things. So there's my other one. So let's just see all of the paper clips that we made just now. So here are the 4 paper clips that we made just in a couple of minutes. I think they look fabulous. I was just thinking you can also decorate the backs of these, because the backs will show as well. So we've got lots of images left. We can decorate the backs of those as well. And now I have something really exciting to tell you. Michelle from the Junk Journal Studio has given me permission to put her whole entire Etsy store on sale for 30% off, just for you guys. There's a coupon code in the description, so check that out. And you can get the whole cluster kit, fall cluster mega pack, for 30% off, and it's so worth it. There's so many things you can do with it, and it's not just for fall. You can use lots of the images, you know, all year round. And it's not just this particular kit either. It's her whole entire store, and she's got so many fabulous labels and kits. She's got horse kits and faith kits and summer and spring and fall, and I'm not sure if she has a winter one or not, but big, huge mega kits. So go check that out. I think you'll be you'll find something there that you probably love at 30% off. And then also in the description below, there are 2 pages of freebies that Michelle from the Junk Journal Studio has designed just for you guys, just for my viewers. And you can go to the link in the description box and you can pick that up for free. There's 2 pages. It's all of the things that we made today, the paper clips, and you can use them for not just paper clips, you can use them for clusters and all kinds of different things. But so check out that freebie, grab the freebie, check out her Etsy store, use the coupon, and you can get 30% off. And I'm so excited that she's done this. This is a wonderful gift for us. So thank you for watching, and blessings.